In this session, we explore Asking for What You Want, a visual translation of A Course in Miracles, Chapter 9, Section 1. Our focus is the architecture of an uncluttered mind. How clarifying perception transforms fear into peace by aligning what we ask for with what is truly real. Distortion shows up as fear, anxiety, and depression. Fear is not an organic reality. It is a mechanical byproduct of a mind that misperceives. When we try to make ourselves unreal, out of step with what is, panic eventually follows. Recognizing these symptoms is the first step in correction. Fear is paradoxical. We feel it when we mentally invest in something we do not actually want. The mind can stubbornly pursue goals that oppose reality, even though they are impossible. Our task is to notice where our attention is going and withdraw it from outcomes that conflict with our genuine good. This diagram maps the cycle of anxiety. It begins with denial of reality, then moves to misallocation of desire, pouring energy into what we do not truly want. That leads to a belief in sacrifice, the idea that reality demands loss. The emotional result is panic. Breaking the cycle starts with acceptance. The light of reality never changes. Only our willingness to see it does. When the mind is clouded, it is like placing our hands over our eyes. Vision is blocked, though the light remains. Emotional clarity grows as we practice looking through the cloud rather than treating the cloud as the truth. Here we compare two ways of evaluating reality. Through the ego's lens, we see illusions, demand sacrifice, and generate fear and panic. Through the Holy Spirit's lens, we look at truth, ask for acceptance and wholeness, and experience security and peace. Our experience follows the lens we choose. Perception offers two paths. One path focuses on the unreal, opposes reality, and ends in meaninglessness and fear. The other focuses on what is real, accepts what is, and discovers meaning, truth, and ultimately love. The mind's focus is the pivot that determines which trajectory we follow. Sacrifice is an illusion created by the ego. It tells us that releasing a small, fragmented view is a loss. In contrast, the Holy Spirit never asks for sacrifice. Instead, a larger reality is revealed. As that broader light becomes clear, the limited fragment is naturally and willingly set aside. The core pivot is the recognition that your true will and God's will are identical. When this alignment is understood, the idea of sacrifice disappears. We are not giving up what we want. We are discovering that what we most deeply want has always been fully consistent with divine intention. Because your true will and God's will are one, real conflict is impossible. Asking for God, for love, or for peace is simply asking for what is already yours. The Venn diagram collapses into a single circle, perfect unity. Our work is to remember this unity rather than negotiate for it. This slide presents the mathematics of nothingness. When you devote your mind to what you do not want, you are investing in something that was never truly created and therefore has no reality. The question becomes practical and strategic. Can you meaningfully devote yourself to nothing at all? The architecture of asking reframes prayer and intention. To ask for what you want is not to bend reality to the ego, but to stop fighting what is. True desire, purified of ego, equals acceptance of reality. You already possess what you truly want. The task is to stop asking for its opposite. Acceptance is an active choice. The fact that God is love does not depend on belief, but our experience of that love does depend on acceptance. We cannot rewrite the laws of happiness. They were created for us, not by us. Dropping our hands from our eyes is the move that restores clear sight. We close with this commitment. When you ask only for what truly belongs to you, peace, love, and alignment with reality, you will be answered. Your request matches what is already given. The practice is to refine your asking until it reflects your real inheritance, not the ego's passing wishes.